No, I didn't mean to. Darn it. Get some more. Yo, what's up, Jasper? You still in my papa? You still in my papa seat? Boy, get that out of here. Boy. What's he doing, Jasper? Huh, what you doing, Jasper? Huh. See, listen to my Jasper. This is Jasper right now. Calm, quiet, and laying down. Oh my. Go, go. Quiet! Yeah, eat little Jackie Chan and roast meat. What? Not for long. I'm a dog. I'm coming. Yeah! Oh, punch that dude right in the face. Psych, there's no one right there. I mean, oh, I really need some friends, man. I need friends. I need some friends. Help me, please. I need some friends. We could go right here. I guess this place is not bad of a place. But there are probably going to be a lot of people because there's loads of houses there and people like to loot loads of houses. I'm going to go ahead and just jump. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Jeez, Willie, Jake, Paul, try to roast me. What? Not for long, right about now. Psych. Oh no, I went right over it. Psych. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look at my parachute, dude. It looks so lit, right? Aw, yeet. Parachute looks lit. Stop growling. It's not nice. Someone mess with me. I dare you to. I got a shotgun. Dang, I just found it 4 times, my dude. Hold it. Oh, I'm like right there at the edge of the circle, man. Jump through the window, idiot. Jeez, you're so dumb. Oh my god, jump. Finally. Alright, we're about to loot this house over here and see if we got any automatics. Got my shotgun just in case, because shotguns are real powerful, son. If you see someone with a shotgun in this game, don't mess with them, like, honestly. They'll blast you, at least. Unless you're, like, hiding from them and you're far away, then, yeah, you got advantage of them. I'm trying to go to some gunshots and kill some people. But, take some of the bandages, though. Oh my god, I don't want this gun, man. This gun sucks. Scope him out real quick, see if he's over here. I don't see him, so I'm out of here. Skirt. Yeah, skirty. Skirt. Yeah, skirt. Give me the smoke. Give me the smoke bomb, man. No, jump for freedom. Bum bum ba da da bum. Bum bum ba da da bum. Okay. Oh, where's this fool at, man? Where are these fools at? No! Sorry, I kind of got mad, you know. No, he got my foot. Darn it. See. Ugh. Darn it. My arms are so weak. I don't know why. Thank you. It is.
Ain't hot, it just ain't cold.
It's coldish, I guess you could say. It ain't like really cold, but you could tell it's sort of cold. Yes. Love you. Put buttloads of sugar in this. Buttload of sugar in this. Well, let's go back to the lobby. There's the sugar. I put extra sugar in this and it tastes good. My arms are so weak, so that's why I'm putting loads of sugar in that one. And my teeth. I get even more energized and help my arms. Yaga. Yaga. Why is everybody following me, man? I'm not following. Darn it, I can't follow them because they're following me. I hate when people do this. They just sit there and follow you.
President Trump focusing on the border wall ahead of Tuesday's State of the Union address, following congressional negotiations to fund the area. Quote, a waste of time, saying there is a good chance
What
he
are
will declare
these dudes doing though? Like, man,
Hello, everyone. Welcome
I
to
ain't living in the same house, so I'm
America's
like, I'm out of here,
Sunday.
man. You know, I'm out of here. Skirt, skirt.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Sean. Just still mad about this thing. Well, President Trump.
Well, I'm hopping in the car and I'm out.
The executive authority of the presidency to go around Congress and possibly have and impose that national emergency. This as Speaker Nancy Pelosi refuses to budge on funding for the wall. Muriel Bartiromo this morning on Sunday Morning Futures got reaction from both sides of the aisle. She spoke to Republican Congressman Jim Jordan and Democrat Dan Kildee earlier this morning.
I don't know that the position today is any different than it was 7 weeks ago. I think the president's right. It is tough to negotiate and get an agreement with people who are more focused on stopping the president than they are on helping the country.
We all have supported physical barriers where they make sense. What I think the debate really should focus on is what the professionals say about where technology is best utilized, where border fencing should be utilized, where concrete barriers may make the most sense.
And for more on this, let's go to Allison Barber. She's reporting live from West Palm Beach near the president's Mar-a-Lago resort where he is spending this weekend. Hi, Allison.
Hi, Eric. President Trump hinted that we will know a whole lot more about his plan, particularly when it comes to that idea of declaring a national emergency when he delivers his State of the Union address on Tuesday. A bipartisan group of lawmakers are in the process of trying to negotiate a border security package by February 15th. Either they succeed and President Trump signs something into law, or they fail and the government shuts down, where President Trump declares that national emergency. It's something that Democrats are warning against, and even some Republicans. Mr. Trump has said he thinks he probably will declare a national emergency, that he set the stage for it. He says he'll let negotiations finish, but he's not ruling anything out. And also,
How come you don't have How come you don't have insurance on your bike?
Couldn't afford to keep paying for it all winter long and not riding a motorcycle.
You think you'll get insurance back on it?
Yeah, when it gets warm, I'm riding again. It costs about $60 a month.
$60 a month, plus the motorcycle itself. So that's a lot.
a senior
$317
administration
a
official
month.
would not comment when asked whether or not the president plans to make any major policy announcement when he addresses Congress on Tuesday, despite the president's pessimism on the progress of the border negotiating committee. One Democrat says that he thinks they can do it.
We can work out a deal. I know we can sit down and work it if we just don't get any outside pressure, do what we need to do, and I feel that the process as appropriators, House and Senate, Democrats, Republicans, we can work something out.
A senior administration official says Mr. Trump will use his State of the Union address to focus on immigration as well as trade, infrastructure, healthcare, and national security. The theme of Tuesday's speech is choosing greatness. Eric, we expect to get a little more information on who the president has invited to his address tomorrow. Eric.
All right, Allison, we'll have a lot more on what the president will say throughout this hour. Thank you.
And Eric, as Ellison just reported, President Trump is expected to focus on 5 major themes during Tuesday's State of the Union. But looming over it all, a potential...
Number 2, number 1, anyone help me, please? There's 2 dudes that aren't down, and number 3's out there, I mean.
First, let's talk about this in the face.
I'm waiting for someone to come and help, so.
That it's not a good idea. And if President Trump goes it alone, declare that national emergency, will the majority
Just hope for the
of
best.
Republican lawmakers stand behind the president and take the heat with him, or will there be, let's call it a political
Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Oh my god, number 2. 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 No, darn it. I knew I wasn't gonna get revived. Jumping now. Thought that little jump thing would pop up right when I say now.
There are a million ways to learn guitar online. You've got video games, the bouncy ball approach, the random YouTube videos. Hey guys! But you have to start with something more important first. Now, before I go any further, I want you to skip this video right now if you are already comfortable moving around the fretboard and don't have a problem with fret buzz or knowing proper guitar playing technique. This is the typical learning curve of guitar. You have phase 1, which is exhilarating, but can be slow and frustrating.
What? That was not what I planned.
It's got some occasional spikes of breakthroughs, but of course some guitar ruts as well in it. And then phase 3,
Alrighty.
play effortlessly and intuitively. The problem with the typical learning curve is that you eventually hit the phase 2 plateau, which
right when I land, there's just gunfire.
Along with questions of why the heck am I not getting any better, or blaming yourself for not practicing enough. The risk with this typical learning curve is that you never get to experience the fun and enjoyment that was supposed to happen in phase 3. But what if you could ditch the typical learning curve and instead experience consistent and reliable progress week after week and year after year? Which means the guitar would be a constant source of fun and enjoyment instead of a source of guilt and self-doubt. In the next YouTube video, I'm going to show you 3 acoustic guitar building blocks that will form your technical foundation, mindset, and habits that will help you experience consistent and reliable progress every time you pick up your guitar. But first, I need to know where you're at with guitar. Are you fairly new, meaning you know a couple chord shapes and are just getting the fretting basics down? Or are you in a guitar rut? Maybe you're returning to the guitar after a long time off, or you play pretty frequently but feel like you're playing the same thing and you're just needing some inspiration. Go ahead and click the link that best describes you, and I'll see you on the next YouTube video. Fairly new, in a guitar rut. Play the same thing time and time again. Fairly new,
That sounds good.
Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to play Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. This song uses just 2 chord shapes, and that makes this song really great for beginners, because with just 2 chords, you can play through the entire song. First, I'm going to show you the easy way to play the chords, and that requires a capo, so we have to put a capo on the 2nd fret. Then after that, I'm going to show you how to play the lead guitar part from the intro. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to play it without a capo, which means we have to use some bar chords. It's a bit more complicated. Now, if you need any extra help with this, I have a couple resources for you. There's my free ebook. It's available on my website to all my subscribers. And I also have a complete beginner's guitar course. And in the ebook, we go over all the basics, chords, chord switching, strumming patterns, all the fundamentals. And in my course, we do that, but in way more depth, way more detail. It's a complete video course. It makes you practice. It kind of gets you doing everything. There's little checklists and stuff so you can see your progress. I highly recommend that if you want that kind of teacher experience. Anyways, we're going to start off with the easy version. So make sure your capo's on the 2nd fret. And our first chord shape is a G chord. From there, we're going to switch to A minor. Now let's practice putting the chords in order, because we do have to actually count out and make sure that we get the right number of strums on each one. First, we're going to have the G chord. So we're just counting along, downstrokes only, keeping the rhythm super simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Stay on that. 2, 1. Back to G.
Mental temple.
And again.
It's like an energy drink.
So you see there that we're not just going G, A minor, like 4 beats each or whatever. We're doing G, 4 beats, then 8 beats of A minor, and then 4 beats of G. And that's the whole form. And then we repeat it over and over again, and over again, and that's the whole song. And once you've worked out those chord shapes, and you can switch between them nice and comfortably, we're ready to take a look at the strumming pattern, which goes like this. And when I play it once, it doesn't really seem like much, but when I do it a whole bunch of times in a row, it sounds a lot more like the song. Now I'm going to play it for you a lot slower. 1, 2, 3, and 2, and 3. So you might notice that we're only counting up to 3 in this one. And that's pretty rare. Most of the time songs are in 4, so you're just always counting up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But in this one, we're going to be counting up to 3. You could also make a case saying that this song is in 12/8 or 6/8 time, and that's totally true, but that's going to complicate things. So let's just keep it in 3, and let's count out our strumming pattern super slowly. We start off with a downstroke on beat 1. 1, 2, and 3. So on beat 1, that's a big downstroke. On the and after 2, that's an upstroke. And then on beat 3, I'm just doing a little downstroke. So try that super slowly, going 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. A whole bunch of times in a row. Now, as far as how many times to do each strumming pattern, we're going to do that pattern 4 times on G, 8 times on A minor, and then 4 times on G. So it's just like how when we were strumming it, we strummed G 4 times, then A minor 8 times, and then strummed G 4 times. We're just replacing each single strum with a whole strumming pattern. Anyways, once you're ready, once you've worked out this pattern over each of the chords, you're ready to put it all together, we're going to do it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Alright, so now that we've figured out how to play the chords for the song, let's take a look at that lead part. We're going to have to take off our capo, since we need access to some of these low notes that the capo's covering up. First, I'm going to show you the whole thing, nice and slow, and then we can break it down into 5 parts, and you can learn it bit by bit, put it all back together, and then you're going to be able to play through this whole thing. So here it is, nice and slow. The first part goes like this. So on the lowest string, we go 0, 2, and then we go to the A string, and we go 0, and we slide from 2 to 4. So you might want to work that out. Make that slide a few times. Here it is all again. The next part is definitely the trickiest part. We're going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string. We slide up to the 4th fret, then we slide back to the 2nd fret, and then we pull off to the open string, all in one motion. So for all 4 of those notes, we're only picking once at the very beginning. And we can make it a bit easier if we just go and then pluck that last note, and we don't bother doing the pull off. Next part, we're still on the A string, goes like this. So we're just quickly sliding from 2 to 4, and then from 4 to 2. This song's great for practicing your slides. Next part goes like this. So I'm sliding from 2 to 4 with my 3rd finger, and with my 1st finger. You could use the same finger twice, but it's just not as smooth. And you know, this song's smooth like Tennessee Whiskey. We want to go. So we're slide, slide, 3rd finger, 1st finger. Even though we're doing the same thing, then just 4 to 2. And then the last bit is the same as the 2nd part. So we do 2 to 4, back to 2, open, all one pick. And we finish off, just pluck the A string. So there's a lot of the same little bits over and over in there, which is good because that means you can just kind of practice it once, going from 2 to 4. Just practice that a whole bunch of times, and you'll get better at like the the second part, the third part, and the fifth part, you know, because it's in all of those bits. Anyways, I'm going to play it now, nice and slow, one more time, just so you can take a look at it, and then we're going to move on and figure out how to play this song without a capo, using a bar chord. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now that we have the lead part, let's figure out how to play this song without a capo. Because the truth is, if you want to do that lead part and then go into the chords, you know, you don't want to be like busting your capo on and, you know, winging it on and off. Let's just learn how to play it so we don't need a capo at all. Our first chord is A now instead of G. That's our first chord. That one's a, you know, simple open chord. Now here's the difficult one. Next one's B minor. So for B minor, I find the best way to get ready to play this chord is to actually play an A minor chord using these 3 fingers. So you see I'm saving my first finger. Then we just slide it up 1, 2 times, and then we lay down the bar. And barring is tough. The truth is you might have to adjust your finger, put it a bit higher, a bit lower, you know, see what works for you. Try to keep your wrist nice and neutral. If your wrist is bent too much like that, this is where it really causes problems. You know, with open chords, you can kind of get away with having messed up technique, but once you get into bar chords, you need to be efficient, or else holding that chord is just going to stress out your wrist. It's going to damage your tendons. It's just not a good time. So we want to keep our wrist nice and neutral as possible. And if you need help with bar chords, I actually have a mini series that goes over them. So I'll put a link down below. You can check that out. It goes over all the technique and everything around it, making sure that you can play bar chords safely and how to build up that finger strength without, you know, injuring your wrist. So you could just take these 2 chord shapes now, put them together with the strumming pattern that we already learned, and that's the whole tune. To show you one more thing that we can do at the end of each phrase. So we play A, then we play B minor, and then when we're coming back to A, we can do this. So all I'm doing there is, I'm on that A chord, I play the strumming pattern once, like I normally do, and then I go. So for that, I'm switching to an A sus4 chord, which is just an A chord, and you just put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the D string. We're suspending one of the notes, and that's where sus4, that's where the name comes from. A sus4. I recommend just practicing it back and forth like that a few times. Make sure you get it. Now the strumming for that part, we do a downstroke, we're still on our A chord, and then as we go up, we switch to A sus4. So, and then we go up, down, staying on that A sus4, and then we go back to our A chord and we play our strumming pattern 2 times like we normally do. So that whole part, nice and slow, all together, normal strumming pattern, and then back to our pattern. And I would recommend just focusing on that switch where we go, you know, just going down, up, down, down. A whole bunch of times. And then when you're ready, you can integrate that with the whole song. And that's just something that, you know, if you feel like this 2 chord song is just a bit too easy for you, and that riff, you already got all those slides, you know, that's just one more thing you can do that'll make it sound a bit more like the original recording. Anyways, let's practice that together now, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Alright, so that's how you play Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. If you need any extra help with this, don't forget to check out my free ebook or my beginner's guitar course. They both are great resources if you're just getting started.
What are you doing? About to go practice? You better go practice or use the restroom? Practice, alright. Practice. Just looking at it, just so cool. It's right here.
All the basics of strumming. Suspending one of the notes, and that's where sus4 comes from. And then we go up, down, staying on that A.
I'm learning it at the school.
And then we go back to our A chord and we play our strumming pattern 2 times. So that whole part, nice and slow, all together. Normal strumming, then and then back to our pattern. And I recommend just focusing on that switch where we go. You know, just going down, up, down, down. Whole bunch of times. You can integrate that with the whole, and that's just something that, you know, if you feel like this 2-chord song is just a bit
them iron
No.
spicy nacho.
Just return those and I'll show you the ones.
This floor root canal. This is
I hate Uzis. Uzis are the worst guns.
going up.
If you go back to the store, I can show you what the chips look like.
When it comes to my music in general, generally if we have a
What does it sound like? I lost it.
You want one of these now?
Crap, no. Darn it. Ah. Well, there you go for that one, guys. I'll see you with another video. Bye.